Asiva, this is GRIMOIRE coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, guys, I've been getting multiple requests on how to be able to map your controller or configure your controller to work with Destiny. I've been getting this requested a lot lately, so I decided to make a video give you guys a in-depth view on if you have the Elite controller, how to map your Elite controller to work with Destiny or give you the best experience when it comes to playing Destiny. So if you find this video enjoyable, make sure you guys drop a like. Let's try to get to 100 likes on this video. It helps out a lot, but let's go ahead and dive into this topic. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to give you my configuration on what I believe to be the best Destiny layout you could possibly get when getting your Elite controller. For those of you who don't know what an Elite controller is, an Elite controller is the controller that was made by Xbox, partnered with SCUF, which is pretty much a SCUF with an Xbox themed controller with the, its Xbox look. It's a really good controller, very hefty, feels very comfortable. It comes with different paddles, it comes with different thumbsticks, it comes with a different D-pad, and overall, in general, the controller is good. But if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you guys already have one, and we're going to dive into my button layout and what I think is the best setup for a Destiny. So there's a couple things you can customize within the controller. You have button mapping, and the button mapping is pretty much letting you guys know if you want to change the X to the B to the Y to the A to the Y. If you want to change your sprint to a button. Pretty much defining which buttons you want to press that you want to change around. So if you want your left trigger to be your right trigger, you change that with button mapping. If you want your thumbsticks or your when you press down the thumbstick when you sprint, it should be something other button. You can do that as well. So it just button layout just gives you kind of a in-depth of the controller, so you can arrange the buttons to your preferred desired location. Now, usually button mapping, the most time I use button mapping is based on changing the pads. Now, the controller comes with 4 paddles. It comes with a set of 4 paddles in the bottom. You could remove these or you could keep them. But in general, what you're going to want to do, I usually just have a set of 2 paddles in the bottom, which is my X and B. And this is what we're going to be talking about in Destiny. So, in Destiny, one of the key things when playing Destiny and playing PvP is being able to revive your teammate. Usually, you're able to revive your teammate by holding down X on your controller. Now, one of the biggest problems that we have when doing that is sometimes you're not able to shoot or, fire at people when you're reviving your teammate because a lot of people are not familiar with playing Claw. Claw is a way that you're able to play without removing your hands without moving your thumb from the thumbsticks or your trigger, and to be able to actually press the top buttons. Now, this is the advantage of having this controller. You do not need to play Claw because you have the bottom paddles in the bottom that will give you that advantage. So, I went ahead and mapped X to the left bottom paddle. So, that gives me the advantage for me to click the paddle with my middle finger or my pinky, and also look at the enemy and also shoot at the enemy while I'm reviving my teammate. So that way I'm not taking away any sense of any way removing my thumbsticks or removing my thumbs or my index fingers from the trigger or from the shooting motion. Then I went ahead on the bottom one, I went ahead and mapped the B button to the bottom. The B button is the one that you use to slide or Twilight Garrison or Shade Step. This is very effective. Now, let me talk. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about this button right here. The reason I mapped it to the right hand side is because there's a couple reasons why works very effectively. In the sense, if you want to go ahead and shotty someone, you can just go ahead and press that B button and aim down sight with your shotty and shoot. It'll give you that advantage to not have to go and press the B button on the top of the controller. Now, there's 2 things that I want to talk about this particular button. You can actually map Y on this one because it works actually pretty effective when you do a lot of, a lot of people snipe and then they switch guns and they shoot the gun again. It works very effectively in that sense. So you can either map Y or B to that paddle or just run with 2 paddles on the right side and 1 with the B side. Like I said, I would recommend just 2 paddles. X and B is what I would go with. Now, quick reference, how do you get used to these buttons that you've never played with? What I would do is just start working on 1 paddle. So, Let's say you get the Elite controller, you want to start getting used to pressing the X. Remove all the paddles, just leave the X there and get used to using the X. And you do it for about a week, and you will go ahead and the memory, your muscle memory will go ahead and kick in, and it's going to know that you're going to have to kick that finger for that X. Then next up, do the same thing with the B. Remove the X and just start using the B once, and you will get used to playing with the paddles at the bottom. That's the best sense to get used to it. Now, you're probably wondering, what the heck is the thing in the left stick and the right stick? So we're going to talk about that right now. So I play aggressive on my left stick. Basically what aggressive does is, you're going to see right here. Okay, so there's different options you could actually pick from when using this. I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. So you have aggressive, delayed, you have default. All right, so that's default right there. You have delayed. All right, so as you guys see, that's delayed. You have aggressive. And you have instant, all right, you see that? And you have smooth, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what these do. So, default, you're going to notice the difference right here. I play an aggressive, so the white portion of this part right here, that white portion shows your regular controller or your regular stick. So, let's say you're aiming at someone real quick. You see that right there? The white portion is a little bit delayed from the blue portion, and then it catches up. All right. So what this does, it gives you the advantage that once you aim or once you flick your stick, you're going to be able to flick it a lot faster than you would with a regular default section. Now you could go ahead and go with instant. Instant's just pretty much the same thing, but as you guys notice, it's still a little bit delayed. So that's why I usually go with aggressive on my left stick. Next up, on my right stick, I don't go with aggressive because this is the one that you're going to be using to moving around. I go with smooth on this one. As you guys notice right there, there is a delay from the moment I do it to the moment it actually hits on these sticks. So it makes me run a lot more smoother. I tried aggressive, but aggressive doesn't work so well with on the right stick. So I went ahead and went with smooth. Now for the triggers, you're probably wondering what do the triggers do. So if you notice right here, that is the amount of time it's going to take me to actually shoot someone. So if you're running a scout rifle, hand cannon, or anything like that, or pretty much any weapon that you don't have to hold down anything, going with 0 to 0.20, which is I have 0.20 on the left stick, on the left trigger, and 0.20 on the right trigger, you're going to want to go ahead and have these like this, because it's going to make you go ahead and aim a lot faster and also shoot a lot faster. Now you can actually play with the ones on the right stick, the right trigger. This one right here, the one with the right trigger right here, sometimes I'll run it with a 25, but it all depends on what type of gun I'm currently using. But overall, in general, this should be your button layout when you're using playing Destiny. So the Destiny Elite controller map layout is the following, guys. You want 0.20, 0.20, left and right stick. You want aggressive on the left stick. You want smooth on the right stick, X and B on the bottom paddles, with A and Y on the top if you guys are running 4 paddles. Remember, guys, get used to the paddles before you actually do that. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys believe. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have an Elite controller, and if you try this configuration, if it works for you guys after you guys gets you more kills. Please let me know all that in the comment section down below. Please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys on the next video.